Hey there everybody, Honorable here. So, I'm ready to get back into the second half of the class trial. But before we go, just like to say my thoughts again. Right now it seems really likely, almost guaranteed, well from my logic, maybe I have flawed logic, probably, that Korekyo is at least Tenko's killer. Now, what could happen is Korekyo didn't kill Angie, and then we'll have to spend the rest of the game with a killer in our midst, knowing he's a killer. Or what could also happen is, I think this specifically because he brought it up about what if there's two killers, he's the one that mentioned it in the first place, is that he killed Angie. Now by admitting to, not admitting, by finding out that he's the killer for one murder, he's gonna try to spin it that he didn't kill the other, didn't kill Angie. Anyway, that's it. There's not much more I can say. I'm still along for the ride, so let's go. It's after the intermission now.
Well now.
Looks like we've reached the intermission segment, which means it's time for our... what? Guess the victim quiz. Really? A victim quiz, not a culprit quiz. The only victims are the people who are still watching this drawn-out boring crap. Why are you being such a downer all of a sudden?
It's okay.
It is okay, I am sure everyone is happy. How do you know? They could be skipping the entire conversation for all you know. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I'm the real victim, yeah. Me. Why are you getting upset? If anything, I'm the real victim. I gotta put up with all this nonsense all the time.
Absolutely right.
That's the right answer, Monodam. He hasn't said anything.
Hey,
Exactly, because there are no victims. Yep, even if you're killed in this killing game, you're a winner. Because then everyone warns you, and you get tons of posthumous popularity.
Daddy.
You don't need to reveal these kind of behind-the-scenes details.
All right.
Dying makes you popular? Oh, then I gotta die soon too. That's the correct answer again, Monodam. Well done. Let's resume.
This is my impression of a spooky, scary ghost.
Well done.
I'm fine with real ghosts,
Excuse me?
but impressions of them are too scary!
Logic does not compute.
Did you hear something?
Lux. One of you two is dying. One of you two is dying.
No, I didn't hear anything.
The game is trying to hint towards Monodam dying indefinitely, but I'm still not sure. I'm still not sold.
You know what else is scary? Sweet buns. Yep. Tasty, tasty sweet buns.
Oh no, not sweet buns.
So round, so sweet, so delicious.
That doesn't sound scary at all!
Okay.
I'm scared too. Scared of losing my friends.
Did you hear something?
No, I didn't hear anything.
Hey, Himiko.
Answer us, Himiko.
Yes, please get me off the hook.
You chose the middle room to lure us into your trap, did you not? Then you used that trap to kill Tenko, yes?
Yes. Just admit it, please, quickly.
Well, Donkey Lips, did you kill that twat?
Wait, must be some mistake. No way Himiko is culprit.
I don't think so. It's fucking Korekyo.
Then she needs to defend herself. Otherwise, this debate is deadlocked.
I don't care if you gotta use magic to do it, but say something already.
Himiko, just come on.
Are you even listening?
Help us.
No, I'm not listening.
Damn. Okay then. What?
I don't care anymore. I'm too tired.
Just more disappointment, I guess.
Angie died. Tenko died. Why did I have to survive? And now, you're all saying I killed them? I just don't care anymore.
Himiko, if you were like different and now you're broken, I would get it, but this is how you've always acted.
Himiko.
It's hard to say that you don't feel anything when you never showed us you did in the first place.
Do whatever. If you want to vote for me, then just...
God, Himiko.
The game gets really blah if the suspect isn't into it.
That's not the problem.
Damn it. Don't tell me you've given up.
She has.
Himiko, don't give up.
Yeah, because she's never really put effort into doing anything except for her magic tricks.
Don't you understand? My life is riding on the outcome of this trial!
And yours, Himiko.
Shut up. I told you.
God.
It's all just a big pain. I can't put up with it anymore.
Unfortunately, life is a big pain. You might be tired, but you just have to keep going. If you don't want to keep going, that just means you no longer want to live. Which is what she's saying, which is just terrible.
What are you talking about? If you give up here...
She'll die and she knows it, she's accepted
You
it.
needn't worry.
And there's Kurikyo gonna steal the trial into his favor.
Himiko was the one who chose that room. Therefore, she is unmistakably the culprit.
Yep, okay. Kurikyo, just more and more, just pushing himself further into the suspicious factor.
Impossible! Himiko would never kill Tenko!
I believe that. I truly believe that.
Himiko, not that kind of person! Gonta can tell by Himiko's face!
Himiko's a little slow, so I don't think she's capable of handling a complicated crime.
I also think Himiko's not the culprit. Somehow.
Either way, we gotta look for more possibilities.
That does seem like rather a pointless quest.
Really, Kurikyo? Why? Why do you think that? Really, why do you think that? It's only one person, yeah, literally only one person, who could have gone to Tenko, stomped on that floorboard, killing her, and gone back to position in that seance room without disturbing the magic circle, and it's you.
No, it's not. We gotta be strong. Gotta keep thinking. Then we might find new truth. So no give up, Himiko!
I know how you feel. I felt the same way after Kaede died. But we can't give up. We survived. We can't give up for the sake of everyone who died. Oof. A back route. Or a lie.
Performing the seance in that room.
Cage child,
was
sound
Himiko's
drinks.
decision.
Cage child, sound drink seance, hold in the corner, crosspiece under the floor, bloody Kokichi. Cage child. Okay. Sound ring seance. Hole in the corner. I'm just reading the details of the truth bullet, sorry. Sorry. Crosspiece under the floor. And bloody Kokichi.
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one?
It's because it's fucking symmetrical.
Because you laid your trap there.
Was Trap only in that room?
Oh fuck, I just remembered my health.
Other rooms may be trapped too.
Oh god, I just remembered my health.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Yep.
Your opinions are empty words.
Meh. If the culprit's plan were to make Himiko a suspect, might have persuaded her to choose that room somehow. But how? And what would that tell us?
Performing the seance in that room
Yes?
was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms, why did you select the middle one, Himiko? Because you laid your trap there.
Was Trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Your opinions are empty words.
I'm just thinking. I don't even know what the actual answer's meant to be. Like, I don't know what the actual answer's meant to be. Huh. Oof. Fuck. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Sorry for the dead air. Sorry for the dead air. I'm just thinking.
Performing the seance in that room was Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
Of the 3 empty rooms,
Yes?
why did you select the middle room, Himiko?
It's fucking symmetrical!
Because you laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that room? Other rooms may be trapped too.
Yeah, even if Himiko picked the room, someone else could have set that trap.
Oh, I get it. Okay, the actual answer is... The actual answer is, bloody Kokichi. Okay, I get it. And I'm gonna look for the back route. I got the actual answer. If I fail the back route, I'm not trying the back route again, because I don't have a lot of health. Okay, I don't have a lot of health. So,
was Himiko's decision, was it not?
so yeah, I don't have a lot of health, but I know the actual, like, the real answer, not the back route answer. It's this one. It's bloody Kokichi on someone's theater, because, wait, no. Not someone's theater, sorry. Not that one, that one.
Why did you say the middle?
Sorry, I messed up. I thought it was the one Tsumugi said.
You laid your trap there.
Was trap only in that?
Sorry, I confused me. Not the one Tsumugi said. It's this one. Other room's trap. Sorry, I confused myself. Yeah, it's the bloody Kokichi on other room's trap because Kokichi fell through the floor in. Kokichi fell through the floor in one of the other rooms. Yeah, Kokichi. So that must mean all the rooms had their cross pieces cut out at the same spot. And no matter which room was picked, it would have done the same murder.
Performing the seance in that room.
Now what's the lie?
Was Himiko's decision, was it not?
I have an idea of what the lie could be.
What if someone steered her into picking that room?
That's why I said I confused myself. I have an idea of what the room could be. It's what the lie I think is what Tsumugi said.
Because you laid your trap
Someone
there.
steered her, and it's weak, but I think it's the cage child. Something I don't know. It's not any of the other things. I can't think of anything else. I just think it's something about the like what it says in the cage child manual. Like something about what it says in the cage manual. Like after I read it, was used to steer her. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try it once. I really hope my backup plan is correct, because if it's not, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fail this trial.
What's Himiko's decision, was it not?
What if someone steered her into...
Oh, I got it!
I'll reveal the truth.
Implicating Himo was the Himiko. Okay, I got it! Wow, I'm fucking surprised. If implicating Himiko was the plan, then disrupting that plan might teach us something. For that reason, I have to lie.
Tsumugi is correct. I believe Himiko was being set up. Himiko only picked that room because Kyo wanted it as dark as possible.
Oh, fuck, I forgot that detail! I actually forgot that. No, in order for the cage child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so even with the lights off, it's still not dark enough. And what about the empty rooms?
Even if Himiko did choose an empty room because of what Kyo said, are you saying she chose the middle room by pure coincidence?
Yeah, who doesn't? When you get a choice of 3 things, who doesn't choose the middle one?
The culprit gambled on the middle room being picked through coincidence?
Like if you're gonna perform a ritual.
Highly improbable.
Ah, that is true. The culprit wouldn't have left that to chance. Maybe they didn't. Perhaps they manipulated Himiko somehow. However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? The middle room. The middle room's always the best for stuff like this.
No more. I told you, it's too much of a pain. Just do the voting or whatever.
No, Himiko, come on. Himiko.
I'm pretty sure it didn't matter which room Himiko chose.
Yep.
What do you mean?
It's getting kind of boring, so I'll explain.
All the rooms had their cross pieces cut off.
She didn't choose the middle by coincidence. Each room was the same to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Each room same?
Remember what Gonta said earlier? Maybe the culprit placed traps in all the rooms?
So my backup was right? At least that's...
Well,
my
that was correct. Before the trial, I hurt myself checking all the rooms.
Yep.
Ah, that's right.
Wow. Woohoo. Still feeling a bit dizzy here. There's no crossbeam supporting the floor, so I just kind of stepped through. What bad luck.
Kokichi found another loose floorboard in one of the other rooms.
Well, I didn't find it so much as I stepped through it and tripped.
Whoa, hold on! There was also a loose floorboard in the next room?
So the culprit prepared a trap in all 3 empty rooms, not just the middle one.
If the culprit set traps in all the rooms, then they wouldn't need to select a room themselves.
So the real trap was for someone else to pick a room and take the blame.
Correctio. Why are you so surprised, buddy?
I see. We were caught in the culprit's trap all along.
Is something the matter? Correccio? Is something the matter? Excuse me?
Especially you!
Nope.
But now there's no reason to suspect Himiko, right?
I don't think he was caught in his own trap. No, I don't think he was. Wait.
Himiko, do you remember what Tenko told you?
Keep your chin up and live facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. Yeah, but she's gone now, so I can't play it. She said survive with me. Please.
Live life facing forward. She said that to you, right?
Keep moving forward.
If you give up on living, you'd be betraying her memory.
Ooh, that's a harsh one, Shuichi. But it's effective.
We're all trying to keep our promises to the dead.
Oh, I like that. I actually really like that.
This trial, it's not just for our lives. It's for everyone who's died as well.
No, that was actually a really good moment. Wow.
That's why we can't give up. This is our responsibility. We live on.
You're right. Yeah, that's right.
No, that's wrong.
If
I'll stop.
I gave
Okay.
up here, I wouldn't be able to face Angie or Tenko.
Yeah.
That's right. So let's do our best.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm not gonna say it's a pain anymore.
Fuck yeah, now let me like you.
I won't give up. I'll fight alongside everyone and survive.
Fuck yeah, now let me like you. Stop being
Do
a
not
little...
say everyone. After all, the black
Kibo,
ink
now's
is
not the
still
time for
among us.
this. Himiko, you've been a brat this whole game. Now please, let me like you from this point on.
Jeez, there you go.
Yep.
Killing the mood like you.
Kibo, yes, it's not the time right now.
But damn, well said, Shuichi. That's what I'd expect from my soul, bro.
Thanks, Kaito.
Your soul, bro?
Well, anyway, do you think the Blackened this time has some sort of superpower?
Fuck yeah.
What are you talking about?
Oh no.
Well, as a self-proclaimed expert of stepping through floorboards, isn't it weird that no one stepped through that floorboard before the culprit used it?
Magic circle, Correcchio.
Ah, that is a good point.
No, it's not Correcchio. There's a magic circle for that specific reason.
It must have been barrier magic.
Yes, it actually was. And for the first time, Himiko is sort of right. It was magic.
That's one possibility, but I think it might have been something
No,
else.
Himiko's sort of right. It was magic, and it was a barrier of some sort. It was a barrier of a magic circle. Why did no one step on the floorboard until it was used for murder? Ah, that's it. That must be the reason. Where is it? Where is it though?
This is it!
Unlux, Correcchio.
It's because of the magic circle at the scene of the crime.
Unlux. Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail, but it may also unleash a curse. A curse?
Before we began the seance, we were warned not to step on the circle.
So that's almost confirmed.
The floorboard in question was within the circle. That's why no one stepped on it.
It's almost confirmed. Korekiyo killed Tenko. Now, it's not sure whether he killed Angie. I think he did as well. Because he's the one, as I've said many times,
So the magic circle's purpose was to keep us away from the whole trick.
he's the one that brought it up.
That was part of the culprit's plans too?
Yep, it's Korekiyo. That's right, if that's the case, then the culprit is no doubt in my mind. They're the one who killed Tenko. Only one person had the opportunity and the motive. I've known for a long time. Why'd you do it, dude? I thought I liked you. You're one of my favorite characters. Why'd you do it? I really want to know. I actually want to know. I want to know your motive. I really hope you're not a piece of shit. I hope you're not a piece of garbage. I want to continue liking you if you're not Angie's killer as well for the rest of this game. If you are Angie's killer, yes, our time with you has run out. I never could get to finish your free time events. But hey, that's Danganronpa. You never know who's going to betray you in the end. Thought that Jude least at least last until like chapter 4 or something. Well, I also thought Kirumi would last until near the end of the game. Shows how wrong I am sometimes. However, why'd you do it, bro?
It has to be you! Kyo. Was it you?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tenko's murder.
Yes.
Kyo?
Yes.
Why do you suspect me?
It's... You, what do you mean, why do we suspect you? The magic circle was not disturbed after the lights came on, meaning someone who had memorized it had to step through it. Secondly, the knife was underneath the cloth. You put the fucking cloth on there. Thirdly, you took the cloth off, meaning you could take the knife off with you and throw it down the hole.
Because you were the one who drew the magic circle.
Yes, and all the other reasons.
The circle kept us from discovering the seesaw trick. But that's not all it was for. In order to make the murder succeed, variables like Tenko's position and the placement of the cage needed to be defined.
And he was in full control of that. Even
Those
with the
variables
stone.
were defined by using the magic circle. In short, the circle itself was the most important tool in this murder.
Interesting.
Knowing that, the person who drew the magic circle has to be the culprit.
Korekiyo, no matter what happens, if you last through this chapter, you killed one of my favorite characters. You were one of my favorite characters. You no longer are. You killed Tenko. I'm not forgiving that, unless there's a pretty fucking good reason, but right now it seems like it was a fucking cold-blooded murder. Just straight up cold blood. The same thing happened in Danganronpa 2. When I found out Gundam killed Nekomaru, I felt very fucking betrayed. And then I found out his reasoning, I was like, no, I love Gundam more now. Gundam became my favorite character after I found out why he killed Nekomaru. I don't think that's the case now. This just seems straight up cold-blooded to me.
Well, Kyo,
Answer already! Did you do it?
Yeah, he did. Don't try denying it, dude. I've known since the fucking second investigation started. I've known this.
What is so funny?
I was just thinking.
What? Come on. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong.
So
Go.
this is how each Blackened must have felt. What an intriguing experience this is.
Prove me wrong, fucking piece of shit.
What? An intriguing experience?
But if I am the culprit as you claim, then I stomped on the floorboard, yes?
Yes.
So, do tell.
What?
How could I have stomped on the floorboard during that darkened seance?
You have the whole thing memorized.
I see. That is problem.
No.
Unless that is made clear, you cannot be certain I am the culprit.
how can you be so calm when you're backed into a corner like this?
Because he thinks he has us, and he doesn't.
I will explain that in due time. Please answer my question first.
Copper stepped on the exact floorboard, even in the darkness. How? How did they move around in total darkness? in a room that was dark, it's hard to imagine the culprit found the right board. Although even after I put out the candle, I could move along with the wall with my hand.
Wait a minute. Maybe...
Did you figure it out?
That's it, the culprit didn't even have to see at all, they used... touch?
That's it!
Yeah, got it.
The culprit used touch. They didn't see, they felt.
That way they could get around in the dark, like how I got to the candle.
Wasn't Seesaw in middle of room? Gonta doesn't think it was near wall.
No, but he memorized the magic circle perfectly, and, well, it's different from what I thought, but he memorized the magic circle perfectly by touching the figures, and he would know exactly where he was.
So they probably used something besides the wall to move them, right?
Were there any other markers within reach?
Of course, the answer to that is there was nothing of the sort.
No, I'm sure there was something. A landmark they could have used to determine where the floorboard was. It must have been at the scene, I know it. Oh, magic circle. Right, yep, I knew it. I didn't fuck up this one at least. Jeez. Much as I fuck up as much as I did the last one.
That's it! The magic circle. They used the magic circle. Remember? The magic circle was drawn with salt. The culprit used the salt's texture to feel their way through the dark.
And he knew exactly where he would be.
I see. So Kyo traced the magic circle with his hands to get to the loose floorboard.
Fucking hell, dude, you
I see.
premeditated the fuck
You
out of
drew
this
the
murder.
magic circle with salt to use it as a guide.
And you know that he didn't care who the victim was. He didn't.
An interesting thought. It is unfortunate that it is so wrong.
Why? What?
Recall the document. What did the magic circle look like?
Based on the document, the magic circle wouldn't reach the corners of the room.
Yeah.
So what?
When the room was darkened, each of us was in a corner of the room, yes?
Yeah.
The magic circle didn't reach us, so I could not have followed it, yes?
You just needed to start somewhere.
But you're talking about the magic circle in the document. That doesn't mean the circle you drew was the same.
No, I most definitely drew it exactly the same. I have it perfectly memorized.
That's the way we know you felt it the way to the center.
So which is it? Is there any way to check? Not anymore. The magic circle is a complete mess from being trampled on.
I see another piece of the puzzle. Drawing the circle with salt all but guaranteed would be temporary. Investigation itself would have gotten rid of the evidence. Clever.
Everyone, may I have your attention, please?
Photo.
What a pain. We don't have any way to check it.
Photo.
Excuse me, everyone. May I have your attention, please?
Well, I guess there's no point in discussing the magic circle anymore.
Kichi.
Hey, may I have your attention?
Ah! Fuck, dude. I told you to stop that.
I said cut that out! It's too bright!
I apologize. I just wanted everyone to listen to me.
He took a photo of the incident, didn't he?
About what?
I had Miu add another function to my body, in addition to the flashlight.
No, if you thought the flashlight was bad, don't ask where she put this one.
What the? No way! Did you really? Stop! You can't! I didn't install it for that purpose!
Please, let me use it. With it, I might be able to save everyone.
Alright, so what is this function?
It's an image recording function.
Oh no, she installed it to record them banging.
Image recording?
Specifically, this function allows me to dispense a printout of my own memory.
Nice, pretty useful actually.
I'll give it a try.
So that what we can do if Kibo's ever suspicious is just tell him to print out all of his memory, and we'll know if he did something or not.
Ready?
Yes, now I want to see where it comes from. Oh, okay, it's a tiny thing. I thought we'd get like a big photo.
From your mouth?
I also used magic like that before.
No, you haven't. Okay. I thought those were weird. I never paid attention to them closely, but I thought, hey, that looks a bit weird, didn't it? Yeah, I see now. Where is it? Where is it? What am I looking for? Yeah, there's no lines to the corners in this magic circle here. Yep, got it.
This printout is my memory of being kicked out of the seance. Please confirm that the floor of the empty room is clearly visible.
Yes.
Go on, take the picture and see for yourself.
Okay, got it.
I reluctantly took the paper from Kibo's mouth. So this is a magic circle used for the seance.
Well, Shuichi, do you notice anything?
Yes, I do. Notice anything? Yeah. Which one do I point at? I'll point at this one.
There! This helped a lot, Kibo. Without you,
Would have never been able to confirm it.
I never would have seen through Kiyo's lie.
Finally, Kibo fucking did something in this game.
My lie.
This is the first thing he's done.
You just said that you drew the magic circle exactly as it appears in the document.
I mean, I know he's acted as a as a voice recording to let us out of Gonta's room and also for a light and stuff, but this is the first actually relevant, plot relevant thing he's done.
But that's a lie, isn't it? The magic circle at the scene had lines that stretched to the room's corners, which means that you would be able to find the floorboard from anywhere in the room.
So it was different from the document after all.
All because Himiko noticed. And because of Kibo, too.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, where's my thing? I'm the one who installed that function into Kibo.
Yeah, but probably only to record you getting rammed.
Hey, yeah, what was it you were saying about its purpose?
Sex tape.
Oh, to be honest, the purpose of that image recording function is to monitor my health.
I'm sure it is.
Specifically, I make Kibo use that function every day to analyze my turds.
Excuse me? Okay, it's not what I thought. Excuse me, what?
You're what? Why? Shit is a great indicator of intestinal health and gut bacteria quality.
What the fuck is wrong with you, Miyu?
Plus, taking a satisfying shit does wonders for a woman's natural beauty,
So Miyu is a combination of Teru Teru, Nekomaru, Mikan, and Hyoko. Are there any Danganronpa 2 characters you're not?
See? You're all grossed out! This is why I didn't want to tell you about my plan!
Okay then.
Quit talking about your poop. No one cares.
Where was this line in Danganronpa 2?
Kyo, you killed Tenko, didn't you? Just give up and admit it already.
So, Kiyo, if you have any objections, you can...
Your deductions are
I
fiction.
knew that was coming. What do you have to say?
Well, since you've given me the option, I will most certainly object.
Okay.
To be honest, it's unimportant, but it may be an amusing diversion.
Okay. Unimportant?
Now I shall bear witness to your abilities, Shuichi. Do entertain me.
Dude, I'll do more than fucking entertain you. I'm gonna destroy you. Marker stone, loose floorboard, iron cage, white sheet, dog statue.
If you are going to claim I am the culprit, then what of the murder weapon? It was set up in the cage. The only people capable of that are Kokichi and Shuichi, who carried the cage. So suspicion should fall on them.
Wrong button.
True, we could have placed the sickle there, but we could not have removed it later. Because we weren't the ones who lifted the cage. That was Himiko.
Yep.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko.
Nope.
But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
That's wrong.
Simply put, I am not the killer.
Very wrong. Sure, Korekyo is the culprit. You had a way of getting that murder weapon, I can prove it.
The only person who could have collected the sickle is Himiko. But the only people who could have placed the sickle are Kokichi and Shuichi. But in regards to that dilemma, I did not carry the cage, nor did I lift it. I had no opportunity to touch the sickle.
I'll cut through your words.
Nice.
The only person who could have set up the sickle and retrieved it afterward is Kyo.
Yep.
That was done by covering the cage with a white cloth.
Unlux, buddy. We got you hook, line, and sinker. You just admitted it already, dude. The defining point of this trial is who killed Angie, not who killed Tenko, which I still think is you, but maybe it isn't.
You could have secretly placed the sickle when you draped the cloth.
Yeah.
And retrieved it afterward when you removed the cloth. Then, while everyone was distracted, you discreetly dropped the sickle under the floor.
Wonderful! That's exactly correct.
Excuse me? What?
It's correct. Then why don't you give up already?
Is this guy gonna Nagito us this late?
The trick I put so much work into is just wasted effort now. Alas.
Okay, Nagito.
So, it was you? You killed Tenko?
Jesus.
Let me guess. You'll never forgive me. Himiko, you must hate me so very much.
Yeah, I'm starting to get there myself. I liked you, dude. I really liked you.
Maybe you'd feel better if I was executed by Monokuma. But unfortunately for you, that won't happen.
Asshole. Bloody.
Because if you vote for me, every spotless, including myself, will die.
Saying he didn't kill Angie.
What you talking about, Kyo?
Excuse me, where did that come from?
You still don't understand? I killed Tenko, that is the truth. But it is meaningless in this class trial.
Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, very, very much yes. However, you're the one that brought that up in the first place, so I still think it's you.
What you talking about, Kyo?
Meaningless?
You mean Monokuma's extra rule, right?
Ah, that's right. What happens to your votes if there are two blackened candidates? Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
You see, I killed Tenko, but not Angie.
Why don't I believe you?
For us, Tenko's death is nothing but a trivial issue.
Okay, why'd you do it then?
Because the blackened in this trial is the culprit who killed Angie.
Why'd you kill Tenko? Why?
Trivial issue?
Himiko, you have all my permission to go fucking magic apeshit on his ass.
No, that's gotta be a lie. You probably killed Angie too.
That is simply not possible. Recall that I was unable to enter Angie's lab.
Oh, only student council members and Kokichi could enter research lab.
Unfortunately, that is also true.
How could I have possibly killed Angie when I couldn't even enter her lab?
Maybe Angie wasn't killed in her lab. Maybe Angie was not killed in a lab. Why is there dried blood underneath those classrooms?
We can figure that out. No one else could have done it besides you. If you're the one who killed Tenko, you gotta be the one who killed Angie.
I've been suspecting that, but I'm not prepared to believe it.
I understand how you feel, Himiko, but maybe we can discuss this rationally and calmly. There is a non-zero possibility that Kyo is telling the truth.
Uh-huh.
So you understand how she feels. I see. Wait, robots can understand human feelings?
Of
course I understand. You work really hard to understand.
Aw.
Hey, why are you getting all worked up, Kibo? Chill, dude.
I am chill. I have liquid cooling.
That's enough! It's voting time! I'm gonna vote for him!
Himiko, calm down.
Voting for me will only help the one who murdered Angie.
Isn't Kyo culprit?
Of course I'm not. This case was an error on my part.
You're saying you were fully prepared to take advantage of the first killing to get yourself out?
Monokuma added that rule after both bodies were found, yes?
Yes.
How was I to know that the trial would only be for Angie's killer?
Why does that matter? Just don't fucking kill anybody.
Had I known, I certainly wouldn't have killed Tenko.
Oh my god. I really, really hate him now.
You're lying! You killed Tenko and Angie!
So he's basically admitting I only killed because I saw opportunity. Fucking
Now
hell.
hold on. Jumping to conclusions here is dangerous.
Garbage human.
We should talk it out more. This case might have juicy plot twists waiting to happen.
I'm sure there are. But you can't, it's illegal for you to phrase it like that, Kokichi.
Nuts to that. Any way you look at this case, Kyo is obviously the culprit.
Scrum debate.
There's sort of no other way to look at it.
Oh god, scrum debate.
No, it's too dangerous to vote before we arrive at a logical decision.
The culprit's one of you.
I knew it. Scrum debate.
This argument is getting intense.
Let's fucking go, I'm ready.
The Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial ground.
I'm happy, dude. I fucking love this one.
Yippee! I've been waiting for this!
Yeah, me too, Kokichi.
Why were you waiting for?
Because he's a player. Korekio confessed to killing Tenka, but insists he didn't kill Angie. We won't forgive Korekio for what he did, but we can't vote until we know the facts. I have to pin down the evidence and convince everyone. So what's the two sides on this one? Split opinion. Oh. Let's go, I'm ready. Vote for Korekio. Vote now. Don't vote yet.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
The katana was found in
okay.
Kyo's lab.
Kyo!
Anyone could have
Anyone
entered
could
my
have
lab.
entered my lab.
You said that twice, Kyo.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi!
Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself all along.
Kyo! Not possible. That rule was added after both murders.
Yes.
We solved the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
I got this!
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
This is the. I thought
He
Kokichi.
forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
I thought Kokichi would be on the opposite side of all the scrum debates. I guess I was wrong. When we aren't consistent, our positions look weak. We have to work together. If we vote now, we'll never know the truth. We have to defend that point.
Kyo killed Tenko and Angie!
Kibo! We don't know for certain that Kyo killed Angie.
He forced his way into Angie's research lab and killed her.
I got this!
But he couldn't get into Angie's research lab.
The katana was found in Kyo's lab.
Kyo! Anyone could have entered my lab.
So Kyo did kill Tenko, but he not blackened?
Kokichi!
Yeah.
Perhaps there's a second blackened we need to find.
He was planning to use the new rule to protect himself.
Kyo!
Oh,
Not
sorry.
possible.
Sorry, I skipped you,
That
Maki.
rule was added after both murders.
I
We
got
solved
this.
the mystery of Tenko's death. Can't we just vote now?
I got this!
Not yet. There's still another mystery to solve.
Nice. That's the smallest full counter yet.
It would be a mistake to vote before we've completely solved Angie's murder. And there's still the mystery of Tenko's murder.
Mystery? What kind of mystery?
Well, Kyo's confession derailed our conversation a bit.
Yeah.
But we still have to go over one of the clues found at Tenko's crime scene.
Which one?
I believe it might even have something to do with Angie's murder.
Is it the dried blood? Outlying piece of evidence at Tenko's murder scene. Ooh, can't really think. Dry blood.
This is it! The blood stain found under the floor. Maki and I found it during the investigation. It was beneath the floorboard that the culprit stomped on.
Is that Tenko's blood?
That bloodstain was too far from Tenko's corpse to have been hers.
Also, the bloodstain was already dry when we found it. But the blood from Tenko's body hadn't even begun to dry yet.
So,
Well,
what?
that's weird. Why was that bloodstain the only dry
So,
one?
did Korekio catch Angie while she was outside her lab? At 2 AM? Bloodstain under the floorboard was dry because... happened before the seance? Was there before? Was there before Tenko was killed? Oh, before the seance, what am I saying? Yeah.
Oh no! That's it!
Sorry, I had a minor brain fart there.
The bloodstain wasn't from Tenko's murder. It was there before we started the seance.
Before the seance?
At all, yeah, before we ever started an investigation. It was Angie's blood.
That's it! That bloodstain wasn't Tenko's. It was Angie's.
Yeah.
Why was blood from Angie at the scene of Tenko's murder?
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, wasn't Angie killed in her research lab?
We thought that.
Just because we found her body there doesn't mean she was killed there.
Ah, I guess that's possible.
If Angie wasn't killed in her lab, then that opens up a lot more possibilities. We assumed that only council members could have killed Angie since her body was in her lab. But if she died somewhere else, then we can't suspect just the council members anymore.
Exactly.
So the culprit didn't enter her lab, but waited for her to come out of it?
That's why Korekio is still fully available for suspicion.
I'm not sure if the culprit waited for her, but they probably killed her when she came out. Well, I thought that was more likely from the start.
Why the fuck didn't you say?
So I went to places Angie might have gone and checked all 3 empty rooms.
We never got a chance to.
You think he might have gone? Why did you check the empty rooms then?
The empty rooms were the only places I could think of that Angie would go.
Why?
Did Angie have business in
Are you
her
saying
rooms?
Angie was planning to kill Tenko?
It seems Kokichi's up to his usual misleading nonsense again.
I do lie a lot. And I could be lying right now too. But I'm pretty sure someone's panicking right now because of my lie.
Korekio! Angie left her lab on her own and she went headed to her room where she was killed. Is Kokichi's statement true or... Okay.
The art research lab is not where Angie was killed.
Yes, okay.
She was killed in the empty room instead.
Okay.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room? There shouldn't have been anything in there. Except for candles.
Yep.
She wanted a candle!
Got it. Got it, got it, got it.
Keep herself awake at night.
Nope, got it.
She would drip hot wax on her body.
Ah, typical me.
Sounds like something only you would do, Miu.
Yeah, she made me do it once. What did Kokichi see? Something Angie did? There has to be a clue there. Got
The
it.
art research lab
Easy. Easy one.
is not where Angie was killed. She was killed in an empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room?
To get a candle.
There shouldn't have been anything in there.
Except for candles.
Shit! She wanted a candle!
Huh?
Keep herself awake at night.
Excuse me?
Would drip hot wax on her body.
That sounds like something only you would do, Mii.
Oh, it's did I miss? Or was it just wrong? I think I missed. I'm gonna try again.
The art research lab.
It's the Necronomicon on the candle.
Where Angie
It has
she
to
was
be.
killed in the empty room instead.
Because
She left her lab on her own?
that's what
But why
fucking...
would she go into
That's
an
what
empty room?
happened. She went to get a candle to burn the Necronomicon.
Except for candles.
That's it! She wanted a candle!
Okay, come on. Oh god, another one. Sorry guys. Sorry. I've been fucking up a lot this episode.
In the empty room instead.
She left her lab on her own?
But why would she go into an empty room?
Candles.
Shouldn't have been anything in there.
Candles.
Except for candles.
Yes, okay. Yes! Fuck yeah. That took longer than it should have.
That's it. Angie went to that room to get a
To
candle.
burn the Necronomicon.
Yeah, for kinky wax play!
Maybe that too. No, definitely not.
Angie was going to use it for the ritual. According to the Necronomicon, to resurrect the dead.
You have to burn it. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poison.
Then, did she seek out a candle so she could burn the book?
Yep.
That's right. There's nothing to start a fire with in Angie's lab. So she went to go get a candle from one of the empty rooms.
And that's when the culprit attacked her.
Probably not. It's just like Danganronpa 2! The second victim was only the second victim because of coinkydinks. Angie caught Korekio setting up Tenko's murder.
That's why there was dry blood.
Angie caught Korekio setting up Tenko's murder. I mean, not Tenko's murder, setting up the other murder.
Which means Angie was attacked in the same room the seance
So
was
and then he
held.
had to set up two random murders. One that we wanted to do.
Himiko. Well done for choosing that room for the seance.
That was all a quinkydink. So, Korekio was only planning to murder one person during the seance. And the fact that he had to kill Angie as well was just a coincidence. Like in Danganronpa 2, when Mikan was only planning to kill Ibuki and then and then Hyoko just happened to show up.
If we hadn't done the seance in that room, then Tenko's murder would have been in another room. If that happened, no one would have discovered Angie's bloodstain under the floorboards.
Oh, or we could have all looked under all the floorboards of all the rooms, like I suggested.
That's right. Shuichi and I only checked under the floorboards where Tenko died.
Well, we didn't get a chance to look at the other rooms.
Yep, it's all thanks to Himiko for choosing the same room as Angie.
Nice.
This must be a Tua's will.
Oh god,
Or maybe the power of
it's both.
It's neither. I just picked one.
Okay, never mind.
Hold on. You're all acting as though you've proven that is fact already.
Korekio, why are you so defensive about who Angie's killer is?
You claim Angie was murdered in the empty room, and then moved to the lab?
Why are you so defensive about this detail? Why do you care if we've decided that's how Angie died?
Then how do you explain the large amount of blood in the lab? It may be possible to carry a body, but blood cannot be moved.
I don't know. We got me there. Laceration.
I think she was still alive after the attack in the empty room.
Yes, she wasn't killed. She wasn't killed in the room. She was just lacerated across her forehead, and then she was just whacked across her forehead, and then brought to her room, and then killed there.
She was killed after she was carried to her lab.
Got it. The culprit attacked her twice. I have evidence of that. It's right there. We got you, you fucking bastard,
This is
Korekio
it.
piece of garbage shit. got
The
you.
fatal wound was a cut to the back of her neck from the katana. But she also showed signs of blunt force trauma. And I think I know why.
Oh, so laceration does mean blood force trauma? I thought it was something different.
After Angie was knocked unconscious in the empty room, she was killed in her lab.
I see. So that puddle of blood is from the killing blow.
Guys, there's a fucking detective.
Ha! It's all clear now.
Guys, look, everybody else here, there's a fucking detective in the house. Don't kill anybody. Shuichi will fucking solve it. Just get smart. Just don't kill people. Is it that hard? Is it really that hard to not murder people?
Angie was attacked in the empty room, carried to her lab, and it was there that the culprit finished her off.
I'm just thinking now, what would Korekio's motive be? Something like he wanted to leave because he found these artifacts and he wanted to share them or research them or something? Seems you got me.
All clear. This is all clear.
Korekio.
What are you all talking about? All clear? What is all clear?
I murdered Angie accidentally. Never intended to.
What are you? All clear?
We got you, buddy.
What are you all... You what? What are... I will not fear. I will not back down.
Oh, finally we see you.
Sweet Korekio, calm yourself.
And you're the pretty boy I thought you would be. Or a girl.
Their words are all hollow. There is no meaning to any of them.
Man, Korekio, I really would have loved you if you didn't turn out to be a piece of garbage. What?
You must teach these ignorant children a lesson.
Yes, you're right. Okay, I'll teach them.
What the hell are you mumbling about? You're giving me the goddamn willies!
Sister. It's a different personality.
Not yet. Nothing is clear at all. It's full of doubts, of mysteries, of a dense, impenetrable fog!
Jesus, this voice actor's going all balls in.
Nothing is clear at all!
Fuck yeah. Battle me. Oh, I'm ready. Piece of garbage.
Angie was attacked in the empty room first.
That's the duct tape.
And then carried into the research lab? Impossible! Impossible! That's nothing but a delusion! You intend to poison our minds with your delusions?
I don't think what else the duct tape would be used for in this entire case. It has to be it.
Angie's 2 external wounds tell the story.
Why is my game lagging?
After she was struck
Okay,
in the
good.
empty
It
room,
just corrected
she
itself.
was carried to the art research lab and then killed.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body?
Yes.
And not a single drop of blood fell?
No, it did.
The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains.
Yes.
Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence
I
left
know.
behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there,
There-
Shuichi?
Yep, there was.
You say the culprit carried Angie's body? And not a single drop of blood fell? The hallway and empty room had no bloodstains. Even if you wipe them down later, there'd still be traces of evidence left behind. But there was no evidence anywhere, was there, Shuichi?
Nice.
I'll cut through your words. There was evidence left at the scene. The bloody tape under Angie's body.
So they taped up her forehead, hey?
What?
It was wrapped around her head to stop the bleeding while she was being carried.
Bloody tape? Gonta didn't notice at all.
I only noticed thanks to
It
Maki.
was under the body. It's most likely evidence the culprit should have gotten rid of.
Yeah.
But since it was hidden, the culprit didn't notice and failed to dispose of it.
He forgot about his own duct tape.
It must have fallen as the fatal blow was dealt and ended up under her body.
Damn.
Must have been Atua who did that for
I mean, luck is luck. You can't explain it to anything. I'll even accept Atua for luck. I mean, luck is inexplainable.
What? Atua? How long are you going to keep that up?
Now we know most of the mystery behind Angie's murder.
I know who did it.
I'm convinced there's only one person who could have killed Angie.
I feel really betrayed right now. I feel really, really betrayed. I liked you, dude. I really, really fucking liked you. You seemed very interesting. You seemed nice despite your creepy demeanor. I love anthropology as a subject. I loved all your aesthetics. Now that you got this androgynous thing going on, I liked you even more, dude. I really liked you. You're an interesting character. However, it turns out you're a fucking piece of garbage. Unlux. Get executed, bitch.
It has to be you.
It's you, Kyo. You killed Angie.
Get executed, bitch.
What the fuck? So it's true!
Well, that was obvious. Such a boring, obvious answer.
You killed both of them.
He only wanted to kill the one in the seance.
Why did you kill them?
Angie's death was a coinky dink.
In terms of pure logic, only one victim was necessary to win.
Why? Why you killed them both?
I think one of the murders was an accident.
Angie's.
An accident?
Yep.
That's right. It wasn't part of the plan.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Which one?
The murder was an accident.
That's it.
So you're telling me
Angie's murder was an accident.
there would be almost no way for us to have solved it if Korekiyo just swallowed his pride and admitted the seance wouldn't happen. There'd be no way for us to solve this if Korekiyo didn't go through with his original plan. He could have just murdered Angie, done all the shit he did, and then just left it. Could have just left it, and we probably wouldn't have been able to solve it.
What? Tenko wasn't accident?
Yeah.
That's right. Kyo originally planned to kill someone with a seesaw trick.
Uh-huh.
But while he was making preparations in the empty room, Angie walked in.
Mm-hmm.
So he decided to kill her in order to keep her from talking.
Fucking hell.
She just happened to walk in on the culprit setting up and was killed.
And Monokuma's gonna say, ooh, this sounds familiar.
Then you should have just stopped there.
Or maybe if he doesn't. Danganronpa 2, Chapter 3, Mikan. Hiyoko was killed because she showed up at the music venue while she was killing Ibuki. Accident.
He killed Angie. There was no reason for him to kill Tenko.
Okay, I said this as well, so because Himiko's bringing it up, it must be wrong.
You only needed to kill one for this game. Killing two is pointless. If you get bonus points for killing more, then sure. Otherwise, it leaves more clues behind.
Yeah.
Why, Kyo? Why you kill two of our
He's
friends?
a piece of shit.
What on earth are you talking about? No, I'm not the culprit.
Are you gonna say something like sister is?
So, why is everyone looking at me like I am? Why? Why are they? Why is it? Calm yourself, Korekiyo.
Why couldn't you be like this and not be a killer, dude?
Yes. You mustn't raise your voice. You mustn't stutter. You mustn't lose composure. You mustn't become flustered. You mustn't waver. Look at their horrid faces. This sorry lot is not worth agonizing over. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
Dude. Ah, this is interesting. Nice.
There he goes again. What the hell's wrong with him?
It's casebook dissociative identity disorder.
It almost seems like he's talking with someone.
Sister.
Someone? He's just talking to himself! And why the hell is he wearing lipstick?
Hey, you can wear lipstick if you want, so I don't mind it.
No matter how loudly you protest, this is a trivial matter.
Okay.
I will never acknowledge your allegations. Not a single one of them.
Tell us why we're wrong. Give us a single piece of evidence that shows what I've said the last... How long has it been? Hour and a half has been wrong. Tell me.
Well, you see, there is no evidence that I killed Angie.
There is no evidence that anybody else did either, but you're the one who already killed one guy.
No, I will not acknowledge it. I will only acknowledge facts, true events. I won't acknowledge fiction, mystery.
Dude, you're a fucking anthropologist. Studying fiction of cultures is what you do.
I won't acknowledge your deductions or guesses. Well said. Good job, Korekio. Yes, thanks.
Creeps me the fuck out!
I mean, I like it. No evidence. There's no evidence that he killed Angie. I mean, I like this guy for his aesthetic originally, and this is fucking great, but he's a fucking garbage, murderous piece of shit that killed Tenko. I'm not letting that go.
You're wrong. There is evidence.
Especially now. I'm fucking angry. There was no reason for him to kill Tenko. He fucking killed Angie already. He killed Tenko for no reason. He killed my Tenko for no reason.
What? You do realize bluffs like that won't work, yes?
The weapon that was used to knock Angie unconscious in the empty room. That weapon tells us the whole story, Kyo.
The floorboard.
That's not possible. I think you may have misunderstood. Apologize. Come on, apologize.
Wish you could have stuck around longer in this game, my dude. Unlux. Unfucking lux.
Apologize. Apologize.
Okay, so this guy's turned into Meat Gun this chapter.
Come on. Apologize. 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 Apologize.
Forgive me already!
Seriously, what the hell's happening?
I have no idea what's happening with Korekio. But I know what weapon he used on Angie. I have to prove it to him. Let's go. I'm ready.
I have nothing to admit. You are simply wrong. Yes, I'm not the culprit. So I have nothing to confess. I have nothing to admit.
The rhythm's a bit off, isn't it?
You are simply wrong.
Okay, no, I'm getting the hang of it now.
Yes. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your love? That's merely a delusion. Well said, Korekio. To continue this debate is meaningless. Why must you force your delusions on us? Your logic? That's merely a delusion. Well,
Oh, that was bad.
I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you
What?
I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. Apologize. Apologize.
Oh, fuck.
Apologize. Apologize. I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you looking at me like that? You're all wrong, not me! Korekio speaks the truth. Such a sorry lot. Apologize. 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 I told you I am not the culprit. So why are you...
Got him.
You have no proof that Korekio is the killer.
It ends here!
Nice. That was great. That was great. I like that final shot as well.
Kyo hit Angie with the same floorboard used in the seesaw trick.
I see. And how do you know the floorboard was the murder weapon?
There was a small patch of dried blood on the underside of the floorboard.
Angie's blood?
Blood that spattered there when the culprit struck Angie with the board. But that's not the only evidence that she was hit with that floorboard.
What? Oh, the
There's also the blood stain under the floor to consider. For that to be there, the floorboard must not have been in place at the time of the attack.
Yeah, oh fuck, I didn't think of that, yeah. There's no way the blood's gonna leak through the floor, it's just going to, yeah. Exactly what he said. She's gonna get cut on the head, and if there's nothing underneath the floor, she's gonna fall over and blood's gonna drip down.
Good
Got
point.
it.
Had the floorboard been in place, her blood wouldn't have splattered beneath it.
Kiyo's earlier confession is further evidence that the floorboard was used.
So he was preparing it for Tenko's murder.
How?
If the weapon used to hit Angie is the floorboard from the seesaw trick.
It'd be easier to take it out of place.
It means the culprit knew about the seesaw, so the same person killed Tenko and Angie.
Got you bastard. You killed... Whew, that was powerful. Fuck, that was power.
I believe that while Kiyo was setting up the seesaw, he was holding the board when Angie walked in.
Uh-huh.
And he cold cocked her with the floorboard! All you can do now is accept it. You even confessed to Tenko's murder already.
That's I'm never forgiving, ever. Fuck you, Kurikyo. No matter what your motivation is, you killed Tenko. Angie as well. Like, you killed two people, but Tenko was close to me.
It's true. This is the truth.
Kurikyo. You just lost any single sort of like I had for you. I regret wasting any of my free time on you. I regret wasting any time I spent learning what you're interested in. Fuck you. This is what you get for rejecting my Greek yogurt.
Looks like we're almost at the end. All right, Shuichi, I'll leave the finale to you. Bring down the house.
Give me my comic panels. I'm ready.
Ichi, please. Put an end to this.
I'm ready.
For Angie and Tenko's sake. End this class trial.
Let's go.
I understand. I'll go over everything one more time.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Kiyo, I want you to confess. No, I will force you to confess.
Let's go. I'm fucking ready. We only have 5. We only have 4. Okay, we only have 4 panels to choose from. Remove the gold leaf katana. Hit the sliding lock. The remove floorboard. Small stone himiko board. Okay, near the end. Okay. Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Never mind. Weapon that knocked Angie unconscious. This one. Remove floorboard. I love this song. It's so good. What was compressing the injury? I don't have the duct tape. Dun, 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 dun. What weapon killed Angie? The removed gold leaf katana. Nice. Who's effigy? I don't have that. The handle of the spinning katana. Oh, don't whistle into the mic. Don't whistle into the mic. Ra, ra. You can hum if you want. Don't whistle into the mic. Hit the sliding lock. Ra, 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 ra. That's Kokichi. There. This one. Nice. Okay, now let's unlock these. The path made with salt. Stuck duct tape. Sickle place to kill. Is that it? Was that it? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, so let's go back. No wait, there's much more stuff in the beginning. Let's just keep going, let's just keep going. Go unlock the room, okay, that. Okay. What weapon did the culprit set up on the iron cage? The sickle place to kill. Okay. Who besides Kokichi? That's Shuichi, I don't have that yet. How was the culprit able to move around in the darkness during the seance? With path made with salt. Cool. When a culprit approached the cage... Okay, no, so this is at the beginning now. All the way back, all the way back. Okay. What was compressing the injury on Angie's head when she was carried? Stuck duct tape. Cool. So, first page, let's go through again. Okay. Stomp hard on the floorboard. Shuichi extinguishes the flame. Cut crosspiece on the floor. Stab Kaede's effigy. Kokichi's lockpicking, and then Korekio. Okay. Who was the culprit with the saw in the empty room? Cut piece under the floor. There. Cool. Whose effigy was stabbed with the katana? Kaede's effigy. Cool. When Angie's body was found, who unlocked the door? Kokichi did. Cool. Who besides Kokichi was responsible for extinguishing the candles? Shuichi. Dun, 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 dun. Culprit approached the cage, he stomped down hard. Ooh. Final one. How did the magic circle get erased? Footsteps contaminating the scene. Let's go.
This is the truth of the case! Let's look back at the first murder. It was late last night. The culprit was in the empty room on the 4th floor.
So this whole premeditated murder, the whole seance thing was premeditated just to kill somebody. Even after he killed Angie, he still went along with it. He didn't need to. He didn't need to at all. He literally didn't need to.
The culprit was preparing the seance murder they had planned.
He just...
To use the floorboard as a seesaw, they had to cut the crosspiece supporting it.
Tenko died for no reason.
The plan was to make the same preparations for all 3 empty rooms. This would divert suspicion away from the culprit and whoever picked a room. To cut the crosspieces, they needed a saw. I imagine they got one from the warehouse.
Just put a giant stone in front of the warehouse, Gonta.
To cut the crosspieces in all 3 rooms.
Gonta, just put a giant stone in front of the warehouse. If there's anything somebody really needs, you will go there and you'll supervise them. Wait, no, you're dumb. Shuichi will go there and supervise them. Yeah, ha ha ha, bye da da da. I'm Angie Yonaga.
However, when the culprit was working on the middle room, the unexpected happened. Angie walked into that room and saw the culprit making their preparations. She needed some fire for the ritual and had gone to the room for a candle.
Uh-huh.
At that point, the culprit had not finished the setup and was just cutting crosspieces. Angie might not have concluded that it was tied to some kind of murder plan.
She just probably was like, hey, what are you doing outside nighttime?
But now that Angie had seen it, the culprit couldn't use the seesaw trick.
Uh-huh.
Any other person might have just given up, but not our culprit. The culprit took the floorboard they loosened and struck the unsuspecting Angie in the head.
Garbage human. Drip.
The culprit did not want to give up on their plan and had to improvise.
Why? Just give up. Tenko wouldn't have died if you gave up.
They wrapped duct tape around Angie's injury to stop the bleeding. Then they picked up her unconscious body and carried her to a research lab. While she was unconscious, the culprit hurried to tie up this loose end.
I'm going to miss voicing him. He was pretty fun, until I realized he's a human.
But because they were in a hurry, they made a crucial oversight.
He was pretty fun, before I realized he was a garbage, terrible, monstrous human
They
being.
didn't notice the duct tape had peeled off and was under Angie's body. Without that evidence, we may never have figured out the culprit's trick. Carrying the supplies they needed, the culprit returned to the ultimate art lab. Locked the front door from inside.
And did the dumb sword swinging thing.
And took out the katana they brought from their own lab.
And stabbed Angie in the neck. Back of the neck. Ah,
He
shit.
then stabbed Angie in the back of the neck, finally killing her.
Ah, fuck. Brainstem.
Then, to further confuse us, the culprit attempted to make a locked room mystery.
Hurt.
First, they used rope from the warehouse and hung 4 effigies upside down.
There were two reasons for this.
Being,
To overwhelm the room with an occult atmosphere.
yes.
And the other was the key to locking the room.
Mm-hmm.
The culprit stuck the katana into Kaede's effigy near the rear entrance.
Of course, he picked Kaede's one. Just to make me hate him a bit more.
And spun the effigy around to twist up the rope.
All this conniving, all this cold-bloodedness, all for what? What? Why?
After enough turns, the culprit let go and headed for the rear door.
Why? Is this one really necessary?
Once released, the effigy began spinning, and the gold leaf katana with it.
I'm spinning around.
The handle of the katana then hit the sliding lock, locking the door. A difficult trick, but remember that the lock was so loose it moved at the slightest touch.
And you could have repeated as many times as you wanted now that I'm stopped being dumb.
The culprit also would have had the opportunity to attempt it many times.
Yeah. Because after the trick...
Once complete, the door was locked, but the duct tape was left behind.
Yeah, once the trick is complete, I just thought you would walk away and hope it worked. Now you can just try open the door, and if it's locked, it worked.
Perhaps the culprit noticed it, but by that point, it was too late.
Uh-huh.
The room was sealed. There was no way for them to get back inside. Then, this morning, we opened up the room and discovered Angie's body. But the culprit wasn't finished. They wanted one more murder.
Why? Why did they want one more?
To do that, they manipulated us into performing this
Ah,
seance.
this is what really gets me. This is what gets me.
Of the 3 empty rooms, the middle one was chosen for the seance. I was invited by Kokichi to take Kibo's place in the seance.
Luckily we did.
Tenko volunteered to be the medium, but she never imagined it would get her killed.
Yeah. Tenko. Yeah, final act in life was sacrificing herself just for Himiko to have one last chance to talk to somebody else she liked. Final act in Tenko's life was being nice to Himiko.
To perform the seance, the culprit claimed they needed something for Tenko. A small stone that Himiko had brought from the courtyard. Tenko, at the culprit's request, bowed her head until it was touching the stone. That position was instrumental in making sure the murder went as planned.
All this just for what? Why? Why?
Next, Kokichi and I placed the iron cage over Tenko, in the middle of the magic circle. The culprit then volunteered to drape the white cloth over the iron cage. We didn't realize it at the time, but that was a deliberate decision by the culprit.
Yes.
They needed to set up the murder weapon that was used to kill Tenko. While they were covering the cage with a cloth, they secretly placed the
I
sickle.
hope they placed it more carefully than just tossing it down and hoping it landed in the correct spot.
Finally, 4 of us placed the wooden statue on top of the cage. The culprit used the weight of the statue to keep the murder weapon in place. After the preparations were complete, we began the seance.
It's
complete
pretty dark in here,
darkness,
isn't it?
We each stood in one corner and sang the Caged Child song.
At last, at long last. Oh.
When the song finished, the soul of the dead was supposed to enter the medium.
I don't know why, that image of Korekio as the Blackened is just really funny.
But our culprit had another plan. To commit a murder in the dark.
I don't know why, it just looks like it's going like or something, just like, I don't know, what is it about that, it tickled me.
Right after we started singing, the culprit began making their way toward Tenko. It would have been quite difficult to do in total darkness, but our culprit had a guide.
Salt.
They used the lines of the magic circle drawn with salt. The culprit felt for the salt and used it to guide them along. And when the culprit reached the center of the circle,
they stomped down hard.
They found the floorboard that had its crosspiece cut off the night before. Then lifted up their foot and stomped down hard on the floorboard.
Damn, that must have been fucking surprising and shocking for Tenko in her last moments. I feel terrible for her. I really feel terrible for her.
The floorboard lifted up like a seesaw and pushed Tenko's body up toward the ceiling of the cage. Tenko was stabbed in the back of the neck by the sickle on the top of the cage. She was killed right before our eyes, and we didn't even see it.
Damn.
After committing the crime, the culprit followed the salt back to their corner.
Imagine if they went to the wrong corner, like, sorry about that.
Finished the ritual and had us light the candles. We followed the culprit's directions and removed the equipment used for the
He even made sure we wouldn't touch the cloth.
And discovered Tenko's body. And while we were all focused on the body, the culprit picked up the sickle.
Damn.
And dropped it under the floor through the hole in the corner of the room.
That's all this shit. All this shit. All this shit just for murder. Why?
Ironically, the final step of the murder was unwittingly carried out by us.
Why?
The culprit had planned the murder so that we would unintentionally destroy some evidence. That evidence was the magic circle that the culprit used to navigate in the dark. However, the culprit didn't know that Kibo had taken a picture.
Those nails. Is that just an artistic decision or... those nails, damn.
He really saved us. Without that, we wouldn't know what changes were made to the circle.
Yeah, Kibo saved us this time. I'll give that to him. Yeah, he definitely helped us. This is the first time I'll hand something to Kibo. Yeah, he saved us. Without him, we wouldn't have solved this murder.
But now we know for certain. And we know the culprit drew the magic circle.
You found out.
Korekio Shinguchi, the ultimate anthropologist. You're the culprit behind these murders.
Apologize to me. Apologize.
That's where my detective work leads us. It all fits.
What is this song? I've heard it before, but now? Damn.
Sweet Korekio. There are times when it's necessary to admit defeat.
Okay, sister.
Admit? Yeah. Okay.
So you finally admit you did it.
Unfortunately. Yes.
What do you mean, unfortunately? It wasn't a luck thing. You did it. You chose to do it, and then you chose to do it a second time.
Yes. It's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. My one regret. My only regret.
I'm gonna say that the seance failed, isn't it?
Was not being able to make 100 friends.
Excuse me?
100 friends?
It was my dream to make 100 friends. Oh, it's so unfortunate! I was so close to 100!
What are you talking about? I do not understand a word of this.
Who gives a fuck? Let's vote for this kooky bastard and be done with this already!
By 100 friends, and it could be, I'm fully willing to accept, I'm literally fully willing to accept that he means friends, like actual real life friends. But from the way, like, people are like, what are you talking about and shit like that, and the way he talks and stuff, I'm also sort of suspicious. Maybe we're gonna find out later. It probably is just talking about normal real life friends, but I'm suspicious now. My friends, does he mean people he's killed? And that's why he killed 2 people? To get to 100? He wanted us all to die, and then he would have gotten to 100. Oh god, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm just theorizing.
Roger that! One voting time coming up!
The heart racing excitement as...
One of them. What do you think you're doing? Yeah.
The heart racing excitement!
As the blackened and the spotless finally face off!
It's voting time!
Oh, I really fucked up. No jokes, no goofs, no voting wrong. You killed Tenko, I'm not forgiving you, fuck you.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Even he voted for himself. Wait, is that 10? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, sorry. 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so no. Okay. So the Blackened doesn't vote? Or maybe he didn't vote? Because I remember last trial there were 2 people that voted wrong. I wonder who the other person that voted wrong last trial was though. I had just assumed Kirumi voted wrong as well.
Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Verdict. Rats. Shinguji. Korekio Shinguji. Nice. Nice. I did not miss a single V counter. Happy about that. I'm really happy about that. Wait, I really didn't get penalized more than I should have for the Hangman's Gambit? I fucked up. Really, I got an A for that? No! I want to check my details. Wow, seriously? You're correct again? That must mean it's time to end the episode. Yeah. That's where I'm ending it, guys. Thanks for watching. So that's the end of the 3rd class trial. I mean, from the beginning, nearly the beginning of the investigation, I thought it would be him. I really hoped every single turn it wasn't him. The evidence just kept pointing more and more towards it being him. Unfortunately, Korekio, I really liked you, but unless you can save yourself somehow, I really doubt it. You can't. It's Tenko. You can't. You're not going to make me forgive you for that. So you managed to save yourself somehow now. I won't forget you being interesting. I won't forget why I liked you, but unfortunately, you're a garbage person. You killed 2 of our friends, and one of them was even unnecessary. Yeah. Well, all of it was unnecessary, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Before I end the episode, last thing I want to say. I know I actually know. I noticed myself. I know my commentary was lacking this episode. I'm sorry. I know I didn't provide a lot of insightful commentary at all, especially during the closing argument when Shuichi, after we finished it, I was just saying damn and really and damn and shit and fuck and human garbage and shit like that. Sorry about that. I don't know. The game just laid it out for me. Like, there wasn't a lot for me to commentate about, but still, I'm a Let's Player. I need to find stuff to talk about, so just felt like I failed to provide this episode. And I'm sorry about that. Anyway, next episode we're gonna hear the reasoning, get to see a bit more of the pretty boy Korekyo before he gets axed. Anyway, bye bye, thanks for watching.